Okay, we're back, and this time we'd like to have our little own PTI discussion. So let's start off by talking about who do you think's going to win the AL wild card.
Well, it's going to come down to the Red Sox and Rangers. I'm going to say the Red Sox. They got Josh Beckett, John Lester, Tim Wakefield, three good pitchers in a good rotation, good bullpen, especially at the back end with Papelbon and now Wagner. With the postseason without the Red Sox, they've been there before. Their schedule's easy, 15 home, 16 away, but only 12 of their last 31 games are against teams over 500.
I look at it the other way. How about, I think everyone's so sick of seeing Boston and New York in the postseason. Let's go with a fresh face like Texas. Texas, good young players. Ian Kinsler, great bat. Josh Hamilton's been struggling this year, but he's coming on. They got a kid in the bullpen who could throw at 100 in Natalie Feliz. And, that kid's amazing. Derek Hollins, good starter for them. He's young. Got veteran leadership like Kevin Millen in the rotation. He's 10-8 with a 3.63 ERA. And, I don't know, I see the youngies beating out the veterans in this one.
I don't know. Every position for the Red Sox, I think, is stacked. They got depth everywhere. Victor Martinez, big acquisition. Who do you think's going to win the NL Cy Young?
Well, I'm going with a surprise pick. Josh Johnson from Florida. I mean, I saw a kid pitch against Colorado, and he had a no-hitter through about almost 7 innings, and actually it was a little bit over 7 innings. And he can bring it. He's 13-3 with a 3.04 ERA. I mean, it just seemed like they win every time he pitches, and that's what Cy Young is. I mean, especially if Florida can find a way to get in the playoffs, and that's who I like in Cy Young.
I think Tim Lincecum, he's just amazing. The Giants are obviously where they are because of their pitching. Him and Matt Cain, he's kind of, the ringleader. 185 innings this year. He has 214 strikeouts, and that's 57 more than any other NL pitcher. Not to mention his 2 shutouts and an ERA of 2.43. And the teams he beat the Dodgers twice and the Phillies once. And those are probably the 2 favorites in the National League. So, that's quite an accomplishment if he's beating them. And the Giants are beating those teams because of him.
All right, well, going one Cy Young or in each league, so we'll see who gets out of the NL. Anyways, on to a little situation we got coming up for the NFL next season. They're scheduling the Pro Bowl before the Super Bowl. Good idea?
Absolutely not a good idea. Imagine if you have a team like the Patriots in it, and everybody's going to want to see Tom Brady in the Pro Bowl, but do you think he's going to be playing in the Pro Bowl the week before the Super Bowl? No, same thing. There's all kinds of talent in the Super Bowl every year, and those players won't be able to be in the Pro Bowl. They're not going to be there, so I think it's really stupid.
But there's the thing right there. No one watches the Pro Bowl. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It doesn't get watched. I mean, maybe if they play it after the whole season's over, they used to anyways, and football's over after the Super Bowl, no one really cares about the Pro Bowl. Maybe this will add more interest into the Pro Bowl. And another thing is, usually in between the AFC and NFC championship games, you got a week off and then the Super Bowl. So that'd be 2 weeks after. Maybe diehard football fans will have something to watch in between the week of the championship games and the Super Bowl.
But when the Super Bowl comes, everybody just wants to watch the Super Bowl. They don't want to watch the Pro Bowl. Nobody likes the Pro Bowl.
I know, but I'm talking about diehard football fans. Guys can't get enough football. Guys that are trying to watch football in, March, April. Guys like that.
All right. Who's going to be the NFL's best team this year?
Gotta go Pittsburgh, defending champs. They're defending their title, and they projected to have one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in NFL this year. Got a quarterback that can lead them in Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, I don't see how they're not in the strongest division. Baltimore is probably their only challenge, if a challenge I see, and see them winning that division, and they're in the best team in the NFL this year.
I think Belichick and Brady have built a dynasty of the Patriots. They've added a third receiver with Joey Galloway, something they never really had. Gaffney, they never really had a good third receiver. So now they have Welker, Bond, and Galloway. Added Fred Taylor to help their running backs. Their linebackers, Mayo, Brewski, and Thomas. And they have two proven cornerbacks now, Lee Boggy and Sean Springs. It's going to be tough to beat. That defense is going to be tough. Brady's going to put up insane numbers to Moss. Could have another undefeated season.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. Who's going to win the NBA championship this year?
I'm going to go with Kobe and the Lakers. That's all I got to say is Kobe. I mean, obviously if Kobe goes down, it's not going to be good for him, but, that's all they need basically. And the team forms around him. He's a leader, and Phil Jackson, the helm. I don't see any team coming close to him.
I think the Lakers bogged one of their biggest humps in the playoffs in Ariza and added a cancer in Ron Artest. I don't see the Lakers. I see the Cavs. A 9-man rotation. Last year in the Orlando series, they didn't have anybody who could play defense on those shooters because they were so big too. So they got Anthony Parker, bigger guy, could play defense. Javario Moon is an upgrade from Sasha Pavlovich. He's a lot more athletic. And you're going to have Shaq and Big Z staying fresh. So when they're playing Dwight Howard, it's going to be easier to guard him. Shaq won't shut him down. You can't shut him down, but it'll contain him.
Yeah, but I don't know about Shaq. He's I don't know, but we're running out of time, so let's get going. LeBron. Speaking of Cleveland, LeBron's staying or leaving?
He's staying. Where we go? He's not going to go anywhere. He can make the most money in Cleveland. They could pay $21 million in contract more. And I think, a nice diamond gold ring around his finger next year is going to help him make that decision a lot easier.
I think he's going. I mean, do you really always think he cares about Cleveland that much? I mean, he's going for the money. He wants the fame. Somewhere in a big city like New York. I think that's where LeBron's off to.
The media comes to LeBron. He doesn't need to go somewhere where there's media. LeBron James.
Okay, reality. What we mess up? Nothing? All right, good. Okay, happy 39th birthday to Pierre Turgeon, former NHL hockey player.
And a 36th birthday to another hockey player, Eric Lindros.
What are you watching tonight?
I am probably going to be watching the Braves and the Phillies. Braves try to sneak into that wild card that the Rockies are holding. It's a big series if they want to, prove that they're a playoff team and they can beat playoff caliber teams.
Speaking of the Rockies, I'm going to be right on the couch watching the Rockies and Giants fight for position in the NL West and the NL wild card at the top. Giants are 3 behind Colorado as of right now, and, we'll see what happens.
Giants got their aces going.
Yes, they do. It's going to be tough for Colorado, but we'll see. That's it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Good night, Canada.